Hi, and welcome to another podcast. Today we're going to talk about the doorway to miracles, how to create miracles by switching perspective. And before I get into this, I'll ask you if you wouldn't mind when you go to my YouTube channel to subscribe. That really helps us a lot to get the podcast out there. So subscribe to YouTube if you wouldn't mind. Thank you. So let's get back to the podcast. Now, today we're talking about something quite subtle but yet as powerful. Not effort, but something that actually unlocks change. Because most of us try to fix life by thinking harder, pushing more, controlling outcomes. And yet the moments that truly shift things often come when we stop gripping and we look at things differently. We stop trying, we stop pushing. So this episode's about how a shift in perspective, a shift in your thinking, your consciousness, your awareness, changes your desire, and why that creates space for what feels like miracles. And the real block between ourselves and miracles, when something isn't working, whether it's money, health, or relationships, or business, we usually respond by contracting, by tightening up, by worrying, by anxiety. We replay the problem in our mind. We look for a perfect solution, and we keep asking, what am I missing? What aren't I seeing? What am I doing wrong? But what's really happening is contraction. You're contracting, you're not expanding. The fixation creates pressure. Pressure creates anxiety, and anxiety narrows perception. And when perception narrows, all your options disappear. Because now you're in a state of anxiety, you're not in a state of creation. We need to be in a state of creation, not in a state of contraction. So the block is not in the situation. The block is in the way we're holding onto it. And at that time, you need to ask yourself gently. You need to pause, and you need to ask yourself gently, where in my life am I overly consumed? Where am I trying to solve something from tension rather than openness, rather than expansion, rather than letting it go? So perspective changes everything. And here's the key insight. When you shift perspective, you're not just changing how you think, you're changing what you want from the situation. When you look at it in a different way, when you leave anxiety and ego aside and you look at it with a different perspective. Because most suffering comes from wanting a specific outcome. We all want a specific outcome. We want someone to change or a result to arrive, or we want certainty now. We want all these promises. But when perspective shifts, desire shifts from control to alignment. We're always trying to control our life. But what we really should be doing is we should be aligning. So we should be going from, I need this to happen, to I'm available for what's right to meet me. And that means restricting the anxiety, restricting the desperation, just becoming available for what's right to meet me. And that change alone releases enormous energy. And when energy releases, movement begins. When you're tightening up on that energy, there's no room to align with another perspective. But when you release energy, the movement begins. So let's do a bit of a meditation around this, because rather than understand this intellectually, let's experience it. This is a short meditation. It isn't about forcing calm. It's about softening the grip so clarity can arrive naturally. So if it feels comfortable, close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just close your eyes gently. Take a slow breath in through the nose and a longer breath out through the mouth. And repeat again. In through the nose and out of the mouth. Now bring your mind to one situation in your life that feels unresolved. Don't analyze it, just notice it. Just be aware of it. Where do you feel that in your body? Is it in the chest? Is it in the stomach? Is it in the throat? Let that situation be there without trying to fix it. Feel it right now. Wherever in your body it is, be aware of it and feel it. Now silently ask yourself in your mind, what am I demanding from this situation? Just notice it. What am I demanding from this situation? Maybe it's certainty. Maybe I want relief. Or maybe I want control. Now, I want you to gently release that demand. Say to yourself, I don't need to know how this resolves right now. I'm letting this go. And feel the body respond to that freedom of letting go. And then ask yourself another question. What quality am I actually seeking from this? Am I seeking peace? Am I seeking truth? Am I seeking alignment? Am I seeking freedom? Let that quality become your desire instead of the outcome. So let the situation go and ask yourself, what quality are you seeking from this? And let that become a desire rather than an outcome. Breathe it in. Let it spread through your body. Let that desire, not the outcome, the quality of it, let it spread through your body. Notice the softening. Notice the space. And this space that you're creating, that's a vessel. This is where movement begins. Just rest here for a few natural breaths, breathing naturally a few times. Stay in that relaxed state and gently open your eyes. So miracles aren't always dramatic. Often they arrive just at the right conversation, the right insight, the right timing. But they require space. They require space. This week, instead of asking, how do I fix this? Try asking, how can I hold this openly? That shift alone changes everything. Thanks for listening.